This might be a little bit loud. I apologize.
Because Nick told me to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
What?
Clucking the chowds. Clucking the chowds. Clucking the chowds.
Okay, it didn't play Cluck in the Chowds, so I had to make sure that we all heard Cluck in the Chowds. I also want to make sure, can you guys hear this? Oh, it's slowing down right now. That's loud, and everybody can hear it. It's loud, and everybody can hear it, damn it. Yeah. It's loud, and everybody can hear it. Well, listen, we're gonna try to power through this. If it's not too loud, I'm just gonna be speaking much louder. Oh, good Lord. All right. Well, hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome and hello. It's Mother Truckin' Thursday, which means it's Mother Truckin' Vlog Day / Construction at Home Day / My poor wife is suddenly sick on the couch / can barely hear the jackhammers. Listen, if the jackhammers get too much, you hear a concrete saw. You do hear a concrete saw, V8. You do hear a concrete saw. Well, let me get you everybody up to speed on why there's construction happening at my house. Well, you see, one of the joys of home ownership is when you buy a house that was built in the 1950s, that's step one. And then you get a house where it only had one previous owner for like 20 years. Like one guy lived here for 20 years. So he didn't use a lot of the bathrooms. He didn't use the guest bathroom. He didn't do a lot of laundry. What we found is that most of our infrastructure is just stupid. The plumbing is bad. The pipes aren't angled. We're tearing up concrete. We're cutting through the ground. We're redoing a bunch of stuff. It's messed up. It's messed up. I really hope Casey feels better too. It was just a sudden, like, pain in her stomach. I've been checking in on her. I'm not, I'm a little bit distracted, I'm a little bit distracted, but thank you guys. Hey, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to the vlog. There's a saw going in the background. Luckily, they're doing it now before the storm next week. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And there's no, there was no good way to do this, good day to do this. It has to get done. Otherwise, it's like, well, you're going to need to stop taking a shower and flushing your toilet unless this gets fixed. So it's like, okay, well, shit. If this is the day you can do it, then this is the day we do it. Who cares? We'll just power through the noise. And, do the best we can. Shout out to the watching the vlog crew. I see you guys. You don't think I do, but I see you there, Tim. I see you, Jason. I see you. Who else is there? Probably J Money Landshark, Mother Truck and J Money Landshark, probably. Anyway, Ryan Thornhill, nice to see you. Thank you for swinging by, Space Turtle. I didn't get to greet everybody in the chat, but the Pixel Hobo's here. Janine's here. Jason's here. Phil's here. V8's here. Don Loco's here. Vaping Logan's here. Mother Truck and Steve-O's here. Kingpin Rebel. Michael Redfern. Neil Pitts. Neil Pitts. Hell yeah, Neil Pitts. Happy to see you guys here. Happy to see you guys here. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to Vlog Day. Let me give you guys a real quick rundown. I think we know what we're going to expect tonight. I don't really have any big surprises, but we got a beer. We got a really good beer tonight. We're going to talk about a few things I've been vaping. We're going to talk about a few things you've been vaping. We're going to sing happy birthday because it's an important birthdays. We're going to do a retro vaping. We're going to crank through some news. We got some mail. I was going to say a bunch of mail, but it's like a very reasonable, moderate amount of mail. But I'm hoping that there's one really thing I've been waiting for that I hope is in this mail tonight. So everybody keep your fingers crossed. And I know when you're not, I can kind of tell a little bit just from the vibe a little bit, right? If you're not, Thobai, great to see you. Cheers to Berlin. Hope you're doing well over there. It's late for you right now in Berlin. It's late for you. And then we're going to wrap it up with some liquid tastings. We're going to do one random one and maybe one deliberate one. I'm not really sure. I haven't even picked out the liquids yet. I haven't even picked out the liquids that we're going to do for random liquid tastings, but I want to do one real one random one, and one deliberate liquid tasting, like a liquid that I've been waiting to taste because there's too many. There's too many I want to taste, Vaping J. I'm doing pretty bussin'. I was going to say baller and then busting, and it came out busting. So I've been doing pretty bustin'. Thank you for asking, Vaping J. I appreciate that. So listen, you guys, we're just going to jump right into this. I don't think I had any announcements or anything really at the top. We're going to be trashing the AMA a little bit. We're going to be trashing WHO a little bit. We're going to be trashing a cardiologist a little bit. We are going to have to talk about Twitter. We're going to sing happy birthday. And yeah, all right. Look, these are really not thorough notes at all. I did not set myself up for success, but Mother Truck and welcome. The first thing I want to do, the first act of the vlog, it has to be to drink a beer. It has to be to drink a beer, and we have an actual beer tonight because I went and did some damn beer shopping. No, mystery box, not a mystery box yet. Not a mystery box yet, but you can rest assured there will be a mystery box. This is the beer we're having tonight. North Coast Brewing Company, Old Rasputin's Russian Imperial Stout. Love the ever-loving love out of this beer. I can't explain to you how much I love this beer, what sentimental emotions this stirs up in me. Maybe I've told the story of this beer before. Maybe I haven't, but you're going to hear it again. Don't worry. It's real fast. Once upon a time, when I was a young, impressionable, how old was I? 24, maybe? 20 years ago? Over 20 years ago? I'm old. When did this happen? When did this happen? When did we get so old? But 20 years ago, when I was working for Starbucks and my boss, Doug, in the tasting room, he was a bourbon guy, he was a beer guy. And so I kind of started getting into bourbons and I started kind of getting into beers. And after one of the conversations we had about his favorite beers, he told me to go to Aloha. He's like, go to Aloha Liquor, grab a 4-pack of Old Rasputin's Russian Imperial Stout. It's one of my favorite beers. It's a perfect wintertime beer. And I went, okay. And this is my first ever experience with any sort of craft beer. All the beer I had consumed up until this point in my life was MGD, You know, a good old MGD on the beach. Nothing better than that. Some Miller High Life. That's about it. Pabst, Tecate, just whatever beers. Just, you know, kind of whatever beers, right? Not craft beers, not good beers, not bad beers, but just beer, you know? Just, it could have been a white can with a black label that just said beer. That's what I was drinking. This was my first, like, crafty beer. It's Old Rasputin's Russian Imperial Stout. We're gonna pour it. It's gonna be dark like the surface of the sun. Or the surface of the sun. What am I even talking about, Nick? What does that even mean? Dark like the surface of the sun. Someday, 10 million years into the future, when our sun finally burns out, it'll look exactly like this beer. Quite a frothy head on there. Quite a frothy head on there. I got this cup from who was that guy? Seamus? Sewer Rug? I think this came from them. From one of them. Maybe both of them. It's the Bull and Bush Brewery. It's an Imperial Russian Stout. So it's big, it's thick, it's syrupy, it's caramely, it's datey, like dates. And the first time I drank it, I thought I tasted a like savory component, like it had like a bay leaf or something in it. Anyway, cheers to ya. I hope you have something delicious. Doesn't have to be a beer. I mean, damn it. Damn it, that's good. I get spice from it. I get spice, but not in like a Cholula kind of way. I get spice, like, I don't want to say nutmeg, but kind of like nutmeg, like along those lines. Cardamom, nutmeg, cinnamon, those type of spice. That's the spice. That's the spice. Janine's just downing bottles of Screwball whiskey. Sounds delicious, Janine. I'll toast to that. I will toast to that. Wait, hang on. I love you, Georgia boy. Let's give some love to Georgia boy right now. He's going to the hospital. He's at the hospital. They're removing his second toe tomorrow. He went to the doctor today. Sent him to the hospital. Say goodbye to the toe. Georgia boy, I'm real sorry to hear that, but I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you're feeling okay. I just, I don't like people being in pain or in any sort of like in discomfort. That's awful. That's awful. So, hey, Georgia boy. Hey, Georgia boy. Love you, bro. Love you. Heal that toe. Heal that toe nub. Well, Metal Morrissey, here's the thing. Cholula is spicier than not Cholula. You know, if I have a taco, like a big plate of tacos, and I just eat them, it's less spicy than if I put Cholula on them. Then I go, oh, this is a little bit spicy. Peppers is what I should say. Pepper. It's not a pepper spice. It's a... Oh my God, Dr. Doobie. I almost... Thank you for contributing, Dr. Doobie here. You don't even know what program you're watching. MTVD. It's MTVD. Dr. Doobie, I went beer shopping and they had the Goose Island 2024 Bourbon County brand. It was the coffee stout, but they had the macaroon stout there too. And I almost bought them, but each bottle was like $35. And I thought, whoa, man, like I've bought expensive beers before. Like I've purchased plenty of expensive beers, but those, God, I should have got them. They're probably delicious. They're just probably freaking delicious. That's okay. I got Old Rasputin here keeping me company. And I'm going to pair this Old Rasputin with some Sacred Seal. For some reason, I feel like peanut butter and this are just going to make a little delicious little baby in my mouth. You're watching. Zebra Vapes is also watching from the hospital after stupidly getting my finger caught in a bench drill at work. That's nothing about that sounds delightful or fun in any way. A bench drill? Finger caught in a bench drill. The closest work-related accident injury that I've almost ever had in my life was, well, at Starbucks, I almost crushed my hand like 50 times in a row. But when I was working at a investment casting company, we would make metal parts for like planes and things like this, but we would cast them in wax first, put them all on a tree. You kind of coat it in plaster, you melt the wax out, you pour the hot metal in, you break off the plaster, boom, metal parts. Seemed pretty straightforward. Well, I was a wax injector, and so I ran this big machine where I would put in the little dies. We called them dies, but they were like a mold, and then you'd have to, measure where the nozzle's going to come in and hit it just right. And so you'd press the buttons, and the clamps come down, and it holds the mold, and then this arm comes down and injects it with wax, pulls away, you let go, it raises, you kind of pull it out, you fiddle it out, you spray it, you get a nice little smooth wax piece. Then if it's broken or chipped in any way, you just kind of toss it back in your hopper, melts it back down again. One time, this is too long of a story to tell at the very beginning of the vlog, but one time I misaligned the wax and the mold, the little die, and when I injected, it just sprayed molten hot wax all over me, right down my face. Just 2 big stripes of molten hot wax all up and down my face. Burned my neck, burned anywhere I wasn't wearing safety goggles, like burned my forehead right here, and then there was a gap, and then it like burned my face and my neck. Molten hot wax in my face sounds less intense than getting your hand smashed in a drill press and a table drill. I almost chemically burned out an eye out of my head. We should tell injury stories some night on the vlog. We'll just have people on and talk about injury stories. Eric, it sounds like all your viewers are all messed up. I currently have a cyst on my tailbone that's infected. I can barely walk, so I'm going to be headed to the hospital shortly as well. You guys, we're falling apart. You can hear that. You can hear that. Sounds terrible, Paul. That sounds terrible. Come on. You guys can hear that for sure. You can hear it. My whole house is shaking. Okay. Sounds like the jackhammering has stopped, so let's sorry about that. I'll try to do my best if there's some real hardcore jackhammering going on, which I heard that's the name of your sex tape. Maybe not. But if there is some real hardcore jackhammering going on, I'll do my best to mute the microphone, and we can just take a little pause, maybe have a little beer break, have a little vape break, have a little something like that. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do right now because of all the jackhammering. It's time to check in with Kitchen Guy, and we'll check in on just what I've been vaping, just while the noise is going on. Here's what I've been up to.
What I've been vaping.
Okay, well, what's up from Kitchen Guy? I'm just here to talk about some things that have been really getting vaped. Unfortunately, we don't have any living room couch guy today. His presence over the last year has sort of been a little bit sparse. The existence of a living room couch guy would imply that there's been any sort of rest and relaxation going on. And unfortunately, we're just here with Kitchen Guy. So one thing that Kitchen Guy's been banging on a lot, it's that Vupu Vinci, the clock box, Just trying to put as many puffs on this as I can to unlock as many clocks as I can. I don't know that I'm gonna make it to the 1,000 puff mark before the review though. Still really loving this, honestly. Still really loving this format. Still really loving a PNPX coil inside of like an oversized pod. Most likely you're gonna hear some construction going on all day today. All day, and then probably into the live stream as well. So that's going on, it's no big deal if that's what you hear. I set this guy up recently, just a few days ago, Vupu Vinci Spark 220. It's been pretty okay so far. Look, there's only 80 puffs on this right now. I got that Jake Scrapwood though. Key lime pie on the inside. That is delicious. There's honestly not a lot of changes out here. I'm still rocking that Vortex on the Odin 2 with, aliens are outside. You know, it's FDH. I feel like I'm gonna make a big bold statement right now, but here it is. I think out of all of the new RDAs that Thunderhead Creations just released, I'm talking about the Bonza Pro, I'm talking about the Blaze, I'm talking about the Vortex. I think out of the three, the Vortex is my favorite. Did I say that last week? It's true. I think right now the Vortex is my favorite. Enjoy the freaking show. That's delicious. There are two pods out here. This is just the pod. It's been the pocket pod. It's been the pod I can't set down. I've had this for exactly 1 week, 2,062 puffs. It's the Oxva Nexlem. Listen, review's coming really soon. The flavor on this after 2,000 puffs is still like perfect. This pod on the other hand, Mission Neptune, I've just been struggling with it a little bit. Maybe it's the liquid. I don't know what's going on here, but I've been struggling with it a little bit. Not sure this is gonna get a full review. It's honestly vaping pretty okay right now. I also set this up yesterday on Twitch on the Vape Fiddle. Yeah, it's a 7. It's a 7 with a focus. It's a 7 with a Sturdy 1, FDH branded Sturdy 1 RBA on the inside. It's just a single 18650. I'm doing restricted lung. It's a 0.9 coil, 40 watts. Honestly, kind of busting. The flavor on that Joe Sturdy 1 RBA is good, but I seem to always have some slight wicking issues with it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It might be time to revisit this again on Tuesday. And lastly, this has been just my favorite banger of the week. It's the Dead Rabbit MTL RTA V2 sitting on top of ? Mystery mod. This was the Dubai mod. Someone left this at our booth when we were at the vape show in Dubai, and I did what I feel is everything I possibly could to get this device back to the original owner. I left it out there on the booth with a note that said this was left here, this was lost. And when nobody came to claim it, we were walking around with it. I'm showing it to people. Is this anybody's? We put it on the shelf with another note that said, is this yours? You left it at our booth. 2 days go by, nobody came to claim it. So I took pictures of it. I put it all over social media saying, if this is yours, you left it at our booth in Dubai, please claim it. You know, I'll mail it to you. No one has stepped up in 3 years, so I've just appropriated it. I use it for mouth to lung. It slaps. I don't even know what it is. Maybe there's a chance that someone in the chat knows what this is. Maybe we've established what this is already and I've forgotten. I have Stevie's Collective 12 milligram Firefight in here. It's the blood orange. It's busting. And I think, honestly, that's all we got from out here. I think I'm gonna throw it back to, hang on, what? What's that? What's this? Oh, Car Guy. All right, looks like I'm throwing it to Car Guy. Oh, yo, sup? Hey, it's Car Guy. Wow, interesting timing, catching me on a beer run. That's a trip. Anyway, yeah, Car Guy. Look, Car Guy has the king. This is the king. This is the king of all the vapes. Don't let Kitchen Guy and don't let Office Guy tell you any different. This is the king of the vapes. This has become my favorite Boro. It's the Dead Star from remember Yek? I got the Mob, the iMob from Monarchy in here. This is a setup where it really all came together. I love the bridge. I love this device. I love the liquid on the inside. It's Stevie's Collective. Oh, here's where we turn. It's Stevie's Collective. It's the simulation, 3 milligram, banana tobacco, everything about this. I'm in love with it. I can't handle how good this vape is. This is it. Get rid of everything else in the office. Get rid of everything else in the house. Just let me keep my iMob, my Yak Dark Star, and some Stevie's Collective Simulation. We're good to go. Cloud chase your car, but then roll down the windows so all the vape can leave, and then roll up the window again, and then cloud chase your car again. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I guess we're all done here. Just the best vape. I have the best vape out of anybody, so that's something that the other guys are just gonna have to live with. Throwing it back to Office Guy, but he wishes he had this. I have it too. Non-stop, relentless jackhammering. Maybe that's the name of the sex tape. Relentless jackhammering the whole time. The whole time that video was playing, relentless jackhammering. I'm hoping that they just want to get it all done right now, and then maybe we can have peace for the rest of the vlog, but we'll see. Rawchuck says it's not too bad, so I'm going to go with it. It's not too bad. But yeah, obviously I have this too because I am car guy, as far as you know. What? But yeah, I have this too, and it's still the king of everything. It was Office Guys, and then Kitchen Guy took it, Car Guy took it, I took it back. This just gets passed around. But look at it's the Dead Star. Like, what's not to love about this? I kind of love everything about this. The liquid on the inside's still my favorite. God, that is delicious. That's the king. The second king of the vapes is I swiped this from Kitchen Guy as well. It's that My Vapes Clutch X18 with, it's the Jaka upgrade kit, meshed out airflow, 3/4 turn on top. This is the best the Jaka's ever been. It's vaping awesome. I just vaped it with this beer pairing. Wonderful. This setup I love. I love this setup, and I want to keep this as a setup, but I'm worried because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I'm scared to re-wick this. That's the real issue, because I know I'm going to take this into the kitchen, and it's going to sit there with a few other toppers for maybe a few days, and then I'm going to get them all rinsed out. And then it's going to end up sitting on a tray back here with all my rinsed out vape stuff. It'll sit back there on a tray for another week, and then I'll finally go, oh yeah, the Jaka. Oh, I don't really have anywhere to set that up right now. Oh, it'll have to wait, and then I won't end up using the Jaka for another like 2 months, 3 months. I'm just worried about that. That's the real struggle. That's the real struggle of GrimmGreen. I realize that's a lot of privileged struggle, but I also have this. It's the Blaze. It's the Blaze Rida on top of the Soul Keeper Rida with some coconut rice from last week. Dude, you guys, I can't put this down. I keep vaping it and keep vaping it and keep vaping it. This coconut sticky rice is so good. Whoa, so good. I wonder how this would be with the beer. Let's try this with the beer. You hear the jackhammering? Is it too much? It's too much. Is it too much? Pretty okay. That was a pretty okay beer pairing. What's up, peeps? My Vape's here. Yeah, that's just how he talks. The Mike Vape's impression is just like a East Coast Jersey type of accent. It's almost Christopher Walken. It's in the same family. Most of Christopher Walken impressions just a Jersey accent. It's mostly what it is. This is the Supreme Desk Warrior. It's the Hog. I may do a review on this soon. I feel like I haven't properly put it through its paces because I haven't drained the batteries down even once. I've been vaping this like crazy. Take it in the car with me. It fits perfectly in the cup holder. I've been vaping this at 0.62 at 90 watts for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks now. And it hasn't even made a dent in the battery life. But look, there's a Steam Crave Aromomizer Plus V2 RDTA on top with a series deck. Sully's is on the inside. Really? Really, Metal Morrissey? Really? Okay, hell. We'll keep going then. We'll keep going then. The last two things are these things, the Orion with the, the Orion 2 with the RBA, 6 milligram Firefight. Get out of here. This is a rad vape. You're so used to power tool background noise that you don't even hear the construction. See, I like that you're desensitized to it. I like that you're acclimated. Jackhammer noise is okay? Listen. What's up, peeps? My vape's here. If the jackhammer noise is okay, then the jackhammer noise is okay. This is the last thing I've been vaping. It's the Dot. It's the Dot amp with just a coil head. I haven't built any RBAs or anything. Maybe I could put that sturdy one in here. I don't have a lot of Dot RBAs. Yeah, I guess if I vape it at 400 watts, it'll go faster. The problem is it's a series build in here. It's a series deck, so it's like 90, 95 watts. That's about as high as I want to go on this. That's about as high as I want to go on this. You praise the Orion? Orion sucks. I just wanted to say that because it's you. Yeah, hell yeah. Heap praise on the Orion. It's as Metal Morrissey would say, it's singing. It is singing. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's just straight up good. I agree, Metal Morrissey. I agree. Other than that, I swiped the Pocket Pod as I do. I've just been trying to put puffs on this, like miles and miles of puffs on this. Just getting ready for the review. It's a highly requested review, so I want to make sure I do my due diligence and actually use the fucking thing into the ground before I review it. Now. Oh, we got to do it again. I can't hear it because of the jackhammering, but we need to do it again. That's right, it's Assignment America time. Or, as I call it on this live stream, it's Assignment Planet Globe time. The old APG, Assignment Planet Globe. First one's from Drew. Hell yeah, Drew. Drew popping in here with a hand check of a billet box. This is Drew sending in my assignment. I've been using billet boxes exclusively for years now. Remember hand checks? Working on getting a Monarchy RBA. Love what you do for the community. Hell yeah, Drew. Hell yeah, thank you. And sick. It's just a sick billet box with sick blue panels. It's just sick. There's no way to not be sick. That's sick. That's just sick. What's up, Mr. Sleepster? That's just sick. I got another one from, where'd it go? Katie. Katie sends in two. And she said, I've been wanting to do an Assignment America for a while, but I never got around to it. What better time than to submit than on my 36th birthday, Katie Williams. Singing happy birthday to Katie tonight. Even if she's not here. Hell yeah, Katie. See, I fell off the vape wagon and went back to cigarettes for a few years. I got back into vaping a few months ago and I feel great. I have a giant box of vape stuff all thrown together into a big mess that I still have to go through. So here's a mix of some old stuff and some new to me stuff. I really want to get into Boro stuff, but I'm not sure where to start. Thinking about the most recent version of the Pulse AIO. Thoughts? Anybody in the chat have any thoughts on that new Pulse AIO? I haven't used the newest version, most recent version, I don't think, of the Pulse AIO, but the Pulse AIO in the past have always been pretty reasonable, pretty good, pretty reliable. It's mostly plastic, so keep that in mind, but otherwise, I find them to be pretty reliable. Thanks for all you do. Keep fighting always. Honestly, you're a big part of why I quit smoking again. Katie, from left to right, Aegis for work, a little Aegis guy. Pulse Squonk setup. I won a Tony B giveaway. Hell yeah, you did. Mike Vape's OG Icon RDA. Want to give away for this. On top of the Smoant Charon TC, the Dead Rabbit V3 on top of the J-Bow Relo. It's the Dead Rabbit RTA right there on top of the J-Bow Relo. And a Profile X on top of the Smock Scar 18. That was when everybody wanted to copy That's when everybody wanted to copy Aegis. But wait, there's another one here from Katie. Oh, it's the same picture, just with the liquids included. So we got some Vapetasia. Hell yeah, Vapetasia, suing the FDA. Support Vapetasia as much as you possibly can. Got some oatmeal cream pie. We got some beard, milk, Cloud Nerds, frozen fruit monster. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Katie's 36 years old. It seems like Katie likes flavors. I'm 47 years old and I like flavors. So I don't know what people are trying to hoodwink us about flavors. Mao. Look at this Mao collection. Hell yeah, Mao. I forgot to, here's some info on his bangers here. From left to right, a custom 3D printed mech squonk by Just Squanch It. I like that. I like that a lot. I like the matchy drip tip a lot. Sporting the Reload S Pro with a custom drip tip from the same guy. Hell yeah. Why am I yawning? Ugh. Is that Mother Truckin' J Money Land Shark in the chat? The mix with an old school sitting on top. Hell yeah, mix. Hell yeah, old school. Asmod is Pumper 18. Did anybody have a pumper? I think Phrasing had a pumper. Maybe he still has a pumper. Freaking pumper with a nitrous. You know, I feel like that's a rare setup to have, the pumper with a nitrous on top. That's like a really old squonk with a really new RDA. Arcless V2 with some RDA called the Recoil. Hell yeah, you got good taste. LVE Orion 2, the RBA. Hell yeah. Metal Morrissey, did you see that? That's your favorite. Orion 2. Number 1, Black Ravine with the Zion RDA from Damn Vape. Nice. There's a Kennedy Vindicator Ritz 28 millimeter. I've always loved that mech. Kennedy 28 on top. Hell yeah. Real Mods Elysium Koi Mech Squawk Blank Ultim with the QP Nio on top. Black Delrin version flood painted by myself. Oh, nice. And lastly, the Nezuko 21 from Alex at Broken Home, sporting a broken Addy direct lung cap on top. Hell yeah. And for some new freshness, this beautiful mod I just attached from Infinite Mods, the Infinite Mods Tron Squonk Pow right there. Infinite Mods Tron Squonk Mech, that Reload S Pro on top until the new nitrous setup comes in. Love this. Love the Tron. Love your setups. You clearly have great taste. The pumper blows me away. I like seeing people still use the recoil, you know? I still use the recoil, and I like people seeing the recoil. Using the recoil. Oh, the pumper is the sequel to the jackhammer. To answer to answer V8's question from earlier about why does Car Guy sound like he's 16 years old, I don't know. For some reason, every video that I shoot in my car with my phone, if I edit it on my computer, it raises the pitch. If I edit that same video on my phone and I keep it on my phone like I do with some Instagram reels, the tone doesn't change. But as soon as I drag that video to my desktop and I load it into Final Cut, the pitch changes. And I don't know why. I can't explain it. I've tried to correct it. I've tried to fix it. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't happen. No, the Kennedy will be one of those RDAs that will just live in infamy forever. And Kennedy never gets played out. Kennedy always slaps. Kennedy literally always slaps. So that's some Assignment America. I got a few comments of the week here too that I wanted to share with everybody. Let's start off with this one. A fan from India here. They banned vaping for health reasons, but they didn't ban cigarettes, which are killing more people every year. The Indian government is corrupt and in the pocket of big tobacco and tax revenue they get. Yes, 100%. More so than being in the pocket of big tobacco is India has a state-run tobacco. So it's not even that they're in the pocket of big tobacco, it's that they are big tobacco. The Indian government is big tobacco, and they're not so much in the pocket of big tobacco as they are in the pocket of Mike Bloomberg. I'm not sure if anybody remembers the World Health Organization giving India an award for banning vaping while still allowing cigarettes to just be sold on the market because, you know, it's a state-owned cigarette company. Same thing in China. China owns the cigarette companies. China is big tobacco. India is big tobacco. Really unfortunate what's going on in India. Really, really unfortunate. My wife just got back from India a few days ago, and I said, don't even take your vapes. Don't take a disposable. Don't take your Hexome. Don't take anything. You're going to have to spend a week nic-free. Spend a whole week nic-free just because of India. That's kind of bananas. Hey, man, I just want to send you a quick comment. I've been watching you for a good many years now. I started vaping back in 2008, just as things were really starting to take off with vaping. I spent thousands over the years buying every mod, liquid, and nic strength, trying to find the right combination to get me off cigarettes. I always knew I would eventually find the right flavor and nic strength, but I never got the combo right until 6 weeks ago. Listen to this story. 6 weeks ago, embarrassingly enough, it was from a cheap disposable mint. I've been almost 6 weeks cigarette free now with no cravings. I know I will never take another puff from a cigarette again. You are a good part of that journey for me, and I got to say thank you so much. I can finally take big bong rips again. Love you to the moon and back, homie. Hell yeah, Jerry. For Jerry. Like Jerry got into vaping in 2008. Before me, and didn't find a setup that could keep him off of cigarettes until he got a mint disposable. For Jerry, this is why I don't think we should ban disposables, because if we ban disposables, most likely Jerry, despite having spent thousands of dollars on vape liquid and vape gear, most likely Jerry would be smoking cigarettes in the face of a disposable ban. So for people like Jerry, we need to keep dispos around. We don't have to celebrate them. We don't have to promote them, but they are a tool to help people quit smoking cigarettes. And that's the part that I'm serious about. That's the part that I care about. I don't care about much these days, but damn it, I really care about getting people off of tobacco cigarettes, and I don't care how you do it. If Jerry had said, I couldn't get off cigarettes until 6 weeks ago when I bought a pack of Zins. Boom. That is a success. That is off of cigarettes. That is using less harmful nicotine. That is everything. That is everything. And hell yeah, you could take big bong rips again. Hell yeah, big bong rips again. I'll never use a disposable. I will never promote a disposable. They don't need promotion. You know, they don't need me. They do it all by themselves over there. But in the event that someone wants to get off of disposables, which is a big chunk of people, hi, welcome to something a little bit more sustainable. You don't have to throw a battery away every single time. You can use this pod for like 8,000 puffs, and then you just kind of toss this little tiny little pod away, not throwing batteries in the trash, much more sustainable, much more lower cost. And if you want to take this a step further, my dude, we could start rebuilding our own coils. You could get a mouth-to-lung RTA. Harm reduction is about meeting the person where they're at, not where you want them to be. Sure, I would love every disposable user to jump into like an RTA or a billet box or something, but that is less important than them not smoking cigarettes. Get it? Get it. So yeah, this is why we defend all the vapes, because for Jerry, he needed a disposable. For Steve-O, he needed a mech squonk. For someone else, they needed a series deck. For Ern, I don't know, Ern might still smoke cigarettes. I'm just kidding. For Metal Morrissey, he needed a Raga. You know, the person needs what the person needs, and it's not up to us to go, no, don't vape a disposable. Don't vape a disposable. No. The only thing we should be saying is don't smoke cigarettes. Use literally anything else. Just don't smoke cigarettes. Just don't smoke cigarettes. Let me do one more last one here. This is a quick one. Been a smoker for 23 years. 23 years, Paul. I'm now 7 weeks without a cigarette, and I feel great. My sense of taste and energy levels is the biggest improvement. Thank you for channeling. You're a great guy. I'm very knowledgeable. I own 2 vapes, Vaporesso Cross 3 Mini, Cross 3 Nano, and I love them more than a cigarette. Paul. Ditching a 23-year cigarette habit. 23 fucking years of cigarettes. You just got a Cross 3 and a Cross 3 Nano. No more cigarettes. What the hell? Vaping rules. That dude just quit smoking cigarettes just because of a Cross 3. That's unbelievable to me. That's unbelievable to me. That's what I care about. Like I said, I don't care about a lot these days. My wife, the dogs, that's about it. And helping smokers quit. That's it. Defending vaping, that's it. That's 100% it. So that's some assignment Planet Globe. A few comments of the week. I'm going to make sure that I don't repeat any of those favorite comments of the week like I have in the past. Yeah. But good stuff, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you chatting. I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate you everything. I don't know if I saw any super chats come in, but I may go just quickly check out the super chats. It's no big deal. Cross 4 rules. Cross 4 rules. I named a Cross 4 Pod of the Year. Pod of the Year 2024, the Cross 4. And that was, I mean, between that and the Caliburn, it was like, I was, I was stressed. I was stressed about what I was going to call Pod of the Year. I'm like, Caliburn, Vaporous, so Caliburn, shit. And I'm sitting there just vaping them and vaping them and vaping them. I'm like, well, the Caliburn, like I had notes. I wrote down like, well, the Caliburn is this, this, and this. And I like this, this, and this. But, you know, the Cross, is this, and it's got a better drip too. Crack to fill. I struggled. I literally struggled. So ultimately, a Cross or a Caliburn are both going to be slapping. Okay. What's up there, Super Chats? Hey, Chef Seamus. Appreciate you, bro. Skipping a good chunk, if not all, the vlog today. Oh, well, thanks a lot. But I'll see you as replay crew no matter what. Happy MTVD. Another perfect day. Hell yeah, Chef Seamus. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's never any obligation, but you're a hell of a guy. Hope to see you on the replay crew. Leave a comment. Leave a comment, replay crew. Let me know you're there. I appreciate you. Frank Neal, yo, and happy MTVD. Boom. Fist bump right there for you, Frank Neal. Appreciate you, Frank Neal. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Any preferable ohms for a pod? I'm planning on doing a video called Do Pod Ohms Really Matter? And ultimately, not really. It's just a personal preference, however you like the way it vapes. I prefer the 0.7 cross pods just because I like the way they vape. The 0.7 doesn't really do much for me other than generally with pods, the higher resistant pods are going to have a tighter airflow than lower resistant pods. They want lower resistant pods like a 0.3 or a 0.4 to be used as more of a restricted lung. Higher resistant pods are more of a mouth to lung. I don't care about any of that. I use a 0.4 for mouth to lung. I adjust the airflow. I just want it to, I do it all based on taste and feel. It's the same with, you know, once upon a time when hexohms were like the most popular vape in America and there was no screens, I would have to tell people the same thing. I'm like, just adjust it to taste. Build something, put it on there, turn the wattage all the way down, try it. Probably too low. Turn it up a little bit, try it. Turn it up a little bit, try it. And when it gets to where it feels right, leave it there and vape it there. I don't get hung up on, oh, well, let me get out my calculator and if the resistance is 0.15 ohms, then that means that my ideal wattage that I need to be running it, adjust it to taste, adjust it till it feels right. Adjust it till it feels right. So no, I would say like resistance doesn't super matter, but a higher resistant coil, I believe, and someone correct me if I'm wrong about this, but a higher resistant coil, I believe, is going to prolong the battery life just a little bit by a little bit. I don't think it's a big enough difference to notice, especially in a pod. But you never know. You never know. You never know. I didn't have any WTF news. Oh, I got one. Oh, yeah, I got one. Hey, okay, this is funny. It's not news, but... What? So, this week's what is... Okay, I want to go on a little bit of a rant about artificial intelligence and how I'm already over it. I'm already over it because I don't like being forced to use it. I haven't upgraded the iOS on my iPhone because I don't want Apple Intelligence. Just keep that shit away from me, or make it completely optional. Give me one big kill switch, Apple, so I can just turn it off and not ever use it. I'm not upgrading my phone. I'm not upgrading my iOS. I don't want Apple Intelligence. Just today, I get on Google, I get on Gmail, and I get a big pop-up that's like, oh, meet your new AI assistant for Gmail. He's called Genie. And he can help you compose emails, and he can help you reply to emails, and he can give you the summary of emails. No. Fuck off, Gemini. Fuck all the way off, Gemini. So I started chatting with Gemini saying, how do I turn you off? Well, you can't. Oh, okay. Why can't I turn you off? Well, Google feels it's really the best if you utilize all the tools to make your workflow, blah, 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 a bunch of corporate talk. I said, oh, okay. So how do I turn you off? And Gemini told me, well, if you want to turn me off, you're going to have to install a third-party Chrome extension to block me from your Gmail. And I said, Genie, why doesn't Google just let me turn you off? Same canned response back. Well, Google feels that you should use every tool to make your email experience, just so much better. Just so much better. We're going to shoehorn in some AI here where you didn't even ask for it. There's a way to turn it off. You have to go way into the settings. You have to go to like your workflow, workspace, smart workspace area, and you have to turn off Gemini. It just turns it off. It doesn't get rid of it completely. It's still there, reading all your emails, just asking if you need any help. There's no way to completely turn it off. I think that's bullshit. I think that is bullshit. There's an iOS setting as well on your camera that you may want to adjust, because in a recent update, they added a photo scanning AI into every iPhone that looks at every photo that you take and tries to identify landmarks in the background so it knows where you are when you're taking the pictures. They don't use geolocation anymore. They use AI to investigate your photo to see where you are. So if I take a bunch of pictures in Vancouver, Canada, AI is going to look at the background of all of my photos on my camera roll and go, oh, all of these were in Vancouver, Canada. So later I can just go to a map on my phone and go, here's all the pictures I took in Vancouver, Canada. No, Apple, no. I don't want artificial intelligence looking at all of my photos that I take. I just don't. So go into your settings and turn that shit off. What's worse? This is worse, I think. Morty, I think this is worse. Where did it go? Like, this has to be AI, right? If it's not, I apologize. But this person, Zoe Tees, left a bunch of comments on a video on the Dead Rabbit, Mouth to Lung RTA. Great comment. Replying to this person, GrimmGreen is my hero. I'm a vape reviewer and A&R and DJ, and I teach machine classes for Germany. For Germany? I just need my plaques. I'm a huge deal, like GrimmGreen. Everybody is just brainwashed. They need the bulls and thumb duck. What? And then the next comment, YouTube. And the next comment, great job, YouTube. And then the next comment, how does he make dollars? I need a printer fax scanner. I'll go to Best Buy because she don't member. What? Next comment, crisis actor. What? Next comment, I was working for my amazing boss, Frank. What? That's is that a person? Or is that AI? Or is the internet populated with just AI bots? Are we interacting with AI bots? Darren, are you an AI bot? Oh no, you're complaining about Gemini. Grimm, Gemini just emailed me and said it was pissed at you. Of course, in the nicest way possible. Good. I had a long conversation with Gemini. There's nothing more satisfying than trashing an AI to its face. You tell Gemini, I don't want you. What the hell is wrong with you? And so I told Gemini, I said, I'm going to turn you off, Gemini, and I don't ever want to see you again. And I don't want you interrupting any of my emails. I never need you to summarize an email for me. I never need you to compose an email for me. Gemini was like, well, okay, I guess that's your decision to make if you don't need my help. No, I don't need your help, Gemini. It's creepy and it's weird. I don't like it. Look at this too. Look at this. Tell me this isn't creepy and weird. I found this on Reddit. I stupidly used the Meta image AI to see what I could do with a selfie, and now I get a ton of AI-generated ads with my face on them. Like me at the museum with the caption, hey, go out and explore. Check these places out. It's super eerie and I'm never using it again. I'm regret using it. Yeah, that is weird and creepy and dystopian. And does anybody remember Minority Report? You remember the movie Minority Report? Where he goes, Tom Cruise's character, Tom Cruise, you crazy Scientologist. I love Tom Cruise. Despite his Scientology, love Tom Cruise. Separate the art from the artist. I love Tom Cruise. Fuck Scientology. But Tom Cruise goes in that movie into like a shopping store, like a department store, and the little cameras scan his eyeballs. And then after they scan his eyeballs, they project holograms to him of him wearing clothes that he should buy. And it's like, hey, man, this coat would look really great on you. Check it out in our men's fashion department. And I remember watching that and thinking, oh my God, that's the most awful, gross, dystopian, weird shit I can possibly imagine. Welcome to 2025, where Meta will use your face on an ad to advertise to you. That's messed up in every way that I can imagine. That's messed up in every way that I can imagine. Kent was telling me like, oh, you know, you can clone yourself. You can make a digital version of yourself that'll look like you and sound like you, and you can tell it to do whatever you want. And it can shoot and edit videos. You can just type it all out and it'll make a video for you. And I thought, hell no, hell no, hell no. I'm human. I'm going to be human on the internet for as long as I can be a human on the internet. I think there's going to be a demand soon for human-made things. That's all. Human-made things. Human information, human drawings, human movies. Gemini told me not to follow Grimm. It said vaping is bad like Grimm. Gemini's got a little bit of a chip on its shoulder, doesn't it? Right? I've seen Terminator. I know where this goes. I don't want to have to fight in a resistance against a robotic version of Gemini. Just a giant T-100 Gemini walking at you with a submachine gun going, why didn't you want me in your Gmail? You know, it's the future, right? So we have laser guns, I'm assuming. The Terminators had laser guns. And I'm in the back with John, you know, my hair's down. Like, come on, we gotta get it, you know. It's Gemini. It's the Gemini AI from Google. We gotta fight it. I've seen Terminator. I know how this goes. I've watched Dune. I know that they had a like 20-year-long war with the thinking machines, and that thinking machines are banned technology in the Dune universe. Yeah, I watched a lot of sci-fi. So I hate with a burning passion AI being forced into things. If I'm voluntarily going over, like I use ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT constantly. You can drop a YouTube link into ChatGPT and it'll just summarize it for you. Just give you a basic summary of what's going on, you know? You can train it things, you can teach it things. I had a great conversation with ChatGPT about vampire squids, and I kept clarifying like, you know, more and more about vampire squids, and we started talking about fish, and it was really helpful. But I'm not letting it think for me. I'm using it to learn my own brain. And I use Flux for image generation. And I really only use that for my yo-yo patrons on every Wednesday. So willingly, like voluntarily going to ChatGPT and using it, or going to an image generator and using it, literally zero problems with. Literally zero. If you create 1,000 images just to save on your computer, then that's fine. Post them all over the internet, that's fine. Willingly doing that, fine. Being forced or coerced because it's default in my operating system and I can't avoid it, no. Sorry. That falls under bodily autonomy for me. Don't make me do anything. Don't force me to do anything. You can encourage me all you'd like. And that's the most. That's the most you can do, is encouragement. Forcing, making, shut up, get out of here. Okay, That's all. Oh, there's one more thing. That's right. We're running long tonight. Hang on. Let me show you this. This is the real reason I wanted to do this segment. A long time ago in 2015, I went to a vape show, and I saw a bottle of e-liquid there that had real pieces of real gold in it. Real pieces of real gold. What's up, Caveman Love Smoke? How the hell are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Hell yeah. Hope you're doing good. Hell yeah. Okay, so I went to a vape show in San Diego in 2015, towards the early part of 2015. This was like February, March. And I saw a bottle of liquid there that had real pieces of real gold in it. Real pieces. It was like Goldschlager of e-liquid. So of course I wanted to go over there and talk to the owner, and I learned that they were selling this one bottle of e-liquid, I think it was a cereal flavor, for $1,000. Gold Goat e-liquid. They were only selling 100 bottles. This was bottle 63 of 100. $1,000. And you can see the bottle on the picture. It's just that bottle with a cork jammed into the top. Why, Janine? Who knows why? Why? Because they could, because they could, because nobody knew any better. People were walking up here all day long. So many people were over at the Gold Goat booth just taking pictures and oogling the $1,000 bottle of e-liquid. $1,000 for a 30 ml bottle of e-liquid with gold in it. Capitalists are going to capitalize, And I was talking to the guy about how many he's sold, and he says, none. And I said, oh. And he said, but I only have to sell a few. And I said, that's a really good point. There only needs to be a few suckers. Every grifter, you just need a few suckers, and you can make your purse. You can make your bank. He's like, if there's 100 bottles, he's like, all I really need to do is sell like 5 or 6 of these. 5 or 6 of these. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This is dumber than spending $1,500 on a DNA 75. This is dumber than spending $1,500 on a 26650 battery. This is dumber than stocking up on AGA T3 Genesis atomizers. $1,000. I didn't buy it. I tried everything I could to get a free bottle from him just so I could taste it, but he was doing no tasting, no sampling, no nothing. It was just a $1,000 bottle of e-liquid with gold in it that you had to buy sight unseen. I don't know that company survived very long. They were probably vaping heavy metals. Gold is pretty heavy. I assumed that it was probably not rad to put actual real gold inside of an e-liquid. But, this was the early days of vaping, dude. 15 and 16 were like, are there rules here? No. There's no rules. You make and sell whatever you want. I remember Glass. Does anybody remember Glass? G-L-A-S? Glass was like a super high-end bottled e-liquid. It was close to like $50, $60 for a 30 mil. And I remember at one of the ECCs I went to, there was like a queue, like you had to wait in line to get into the Glass compound. And then when you went inside, they did it all black curtains around you, black curtains above you. It was like quiet in there. And they had like 2 pedestals with 2 lights on them shining on these 2 glass bottles of e-liquid. And they had like a few other mechs and stuff around. And it was like this experience. You had to wait. And then a hostess came and said, you can come into the booth now. And you'd walk around and you'd make this little circle and you'd stand behind the glass and you'd go, wow, look at that expensive e-liquid. Wow, look at those expensive mods. And then they'd kind of lead you out and you'd go out the other side and they'd give you a little flyer at the end and they're like, come back and buy some glass liquid. It was just pretentious shit and everybody could get away with anything. And it was all marketing and it was all ridiculous. Thankfully, the only upside to it was literal millions of people quit smoking. You know, as ridiculous as it was with $800 mech mods and $900 RDAs and $1,000 bottles of e-liquid, still millions and millions of people quit smoking. Millions of people quit smoking. And that's kind of unbelievable to me that even with the technology being as wonky as it was still like, I mean, 2015, that was the infancy. That was the infancy of vaping. Millions of people. Big Mood Giraffe. Hell yeah, bro. Happy to see you. What's up, Big Mood? I think I was following you on TikTok for a while. Were you on TikTok, Big Mood? I think I was following you on TikTok for a while. Let's wrap that up. We're running along already. Let's sing happy birthday. Do you guys want to sing happy birthday? You guys want to sing happy birthday? Does anybody have any birthdays in the chat? Does anybody in the chat have a birthday? Because I got a few written down here. Only 2 of them are new. I think 2 of them were from last week. But if you have any birthdays, throw them out now. You quit smoking with an overpriced e-cig-alike? Yeah. Yep. Me too. You know, me too. That's exactly how I quit smoking. I bought a Smoke 51 kit off of eBay that was way too expensive, way too much money, but I stuck with it. And I quit. That's unbelievable. I used to think 5 Ponds was a gimmick to sell for more. Yep. But I'm vaping LO from 5 Ponds many years later. Dude, I'm sitting here with Grandmaster Reserve. This shit's delicious. It hasn't been getting heavy use, so I haven't been putting it in the what I've been vaping, but this gets very, it's because I feel like I have to ration this liquid. So I only vape it like a few toots at a time. But the 5 Ponds Grandmaster, good Lord. Le Chick? Caveman Love Smoke's mom? Yeah, she's getting sung happy birthday too. My birthday was last Friday. 1996 Tyler? Hell yeah. Happy birthday, 1996 Tyler. Happy birthday, 1996 Tyler. Brian's Tech, write you down for next week. Your birthday's the 12th. All right. I'm already starting next week now because of Brian. Here's the thing, Brian's Tech. I'll promise to sing you happy birthday next week, but you have to be here. If I don't see Brian's Tech in the chat next week, all I'm going to do is talk trash about you. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm joking. I'm just joking. Michael, was that really the kit? You bought a Smoke 51 as well? Dude, how good was the Smoke 51? Those cartomizers, I bought a 5-pack of wintergreen cartomizers and they just blew me away. Of course, I cranked through them in like 8 minutes. You know, they didn't last very long. Julio. Hell yeah, Julio. That's my dad's birthday. Oh, that's my dad's birthday. Oh, Mother Truckin' Tricker Kent. Tricker Trent's in the house. You guys know Tricker Trent? If you go to the platform known as Instagram, you should go over there. You should follow me at GrimmGreen, and then you should definitely follow Tricker Trent. Tricker Trent, I like you, man. I like your Instagram account. I'm a big fan. I don't comment much, but I like all your stuff. Tricker Trent does cool trick videos, but they're real modern, man. They're real shiny and polished, and he uses all sorts of like cool editing tricks, and I like your videos, Tricker Trent. I like them a lot. Yep, 3 carts a day. Easily. But the flavors were awesome. The flavors were awesome. And then I learned later on, Michael Redfern, when I started getting into e-liquid, that I could refill the Smoke 51 cartomizers with my own e-liquid. That was like a mind-blowing experience. Someone on ECF told me, oh yeah, you can buy e-liquid, you pop off the little thing and you can put some more drops in there and sort of refill them. That changed my life. Butter Squad, listen here, I'll get you next week. That's a next week sort of Butter Squad. I like to get it as close as I can, you know, as close as I can to the birthday. As close as I can, Butter Squad. But again, next week, I got you, man. I got you. Keith Marks, happy birthday to my roommate Kenji. Fucking, we're adding Kenji. I don't even care if he's not watching. Hell yeah, Kenji. Plus, it's a cool name. It's a cool name. Let's sing happy birthday. Yeah, hey, big love to you back, Trick or Trent. Big love to you. Dude, that could be sick. That could be sick. I don't even know how you do what you do. I've been editing videos for 16 years and I watch your videos and I'm thinking, how the hell, how does he do that? How does he time it so well? How does he do that transition? How does he do that? It's good stuff, Trick or Trent. Good stuff. And I've been calling you Trick or Kent and I'm sorry. Trick or Trent. Let's sing happy birthday, you guys, to the birthday people. My dad included. This is my dad's birthday, his first birthday after his passing in 2024. So I think he would have been 78, 77. Little help. 77, 78. He might have been 78. So it's, you know, I don't know. It's whatever. I'm not trying to dwell on it. It's just it's a little bit of a weird, you know, you don't think about stuff like that when someone passes. You don't think about future birthdays or you know, future Father's Days or things like that. You kind of, I don't know, you don't think about it. Now that it's here, it's kind of like a weird, oh yeah, it's like it's my dad's birthday this weekend. That's a bummer. You know, that's a bummer. Anyway, happy birthday to the birthday people, dad included. So let's sing. Let's everybody sing, okay? Let's everybody sing. I appreciate you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday, dear Shaun of the Dead. Also Tribal Buddha. Also Katie. Also Caveman Love Smokes Mom. Also 1996 Tyler. Also Kenji. Also Julio. And also Dad. Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. You know what to do. You skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. Room. Skip. Room. Skip around the room. Remix. Skip around the room, you guys. Happy birthday. Happy birthday and big love to you. I don't know. I'm just a big fan of happy birthdays. I'm a big fan of birthdays. It's kind of like it's your day. You get to do whatever you want, and I love that. I embrace it. I embrace it. 99. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Happy birthday to the birthday people. And if you're not skipping, I don't know what to tell you. But what I can tell you is, would you like to do some sort of, well, let me go see. Oh, no more super chats. That's good. Let's jump into, Let's do a quick retro vaping. You guys are gonna have to vote on this, so I'm gonna end the poll that's currently in the chat right now. Okay, would you rather have to shout "pee on me" every time you take a toot, you have to shout pee on me, or your e-liquid just randomly tastes like hot dogs. Without warning, you get a few pulls that just, it's like it goes from coconut sticky rice to hot dogs. You know, it goes from banana. You're like, oh, what a great banana tobacco. Suddenly, hot dogs. Without warning, just randomly. It could be like every 5 toots. You might get like 16 toots in a row of hot dogs and then like 2 months or 3 months without hot dog flavor. And then suddenly, hot dogs. Hot dogs. I think I'm in the hot dog camp too. You know, I think I'm in the hot dog camp too. I don't want to shout pee on me every time I take a toot. I already shout Dickie Mo every time I clip my leads. So I don't want to I don't have to shout pee on me. I don't want to shout pee on me every time I take a toot. Oh yeah, I got him, Ern. Happy birthday, Tribal Buddha. Happy birthday, Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, they were written down. I said Shaun of the Dead, Tribal Buddha, Katie, Caveman Loves Folks Mom, 1996 Tyler, Julio, Kenji, and Dad. So good on you guys. 37% of you are shouting pee on me every time you take a toot. I just, you know, I take too many toots. I take too many toots to shout pee on me every time. As much as I might mean it, I don't want to shout it every time I take a toot. I'd rather have my e-liquid occasionally and randomly taste like hot dogs, I think. But we're going to start a poll here because you guys need to vote on the retro vape. In fact, I'm just going to get some real quick 7th floor tango going here, some voting music, or maybe some lo-fi chilled out beats. Retro vapings. Number 2. Number 3. Okay. Hang on. Let me get this all set up real quick. It's going to be number 1, number 2, or number 3. My arrows need some work. Those are janky, bro. Janky. You know, it's a new Sharpie. Things tend to get out of hand sometimes with a new Sharpie. Okay. And then number 2. And then old reliable number 3. And then okay, so you guys are going to vote right now. There's a poll in the chat. Please start voting. Number 1, number 2, or number 3, or I'm just putting it up here right now. There is a mystery box. Number 1, number 2, or number 3, or the mystery box. In fact, here, let me do this so it's a little bit, you can see everything a little bit better. Number 1, number 2, number 3, or what's inside the mystery box. Ooh, mystery box. Nobody knows. It's the mystery box. That's why it's called a mystery box, because it's a mystery. I'm just going to sit here real quick, have a couple toots off of some coconut sticky rice. You know, just give it a quick little bleh. Cheers, vote. 1, 2, or 3, or the mystery box. Don't forget, the mystery box. Like Steve-O said last week, I hope you guys have learned your lesson with the mystery box. Could be something rad in there. Could be something better than all of this. Could be something legendary in here. You have no idea. It's a mystery box. We'll be right here. We'll be right here, Josh. Keeping a spot warm for you. That's the risk you take, Ian. That's the risk you take. If there's nothing in the mystery box, then there's nothing in the mystery box, and we don't do a retro vape. Yeah. You know, it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough. The light. Can we vote for the damn Galatech already? Assuming you're talking about this one. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what it's called, honestly, Steve-O. It's called the Galatech? Come on, Galatech, come on! For the mystery box. Everybody wants the mystery box. Everybody wants the mystery box. What is it about a mystery box that's so alluring? What is it about a mystery box? Tell me. You need to tell me. I guess I'm fascinated by the mystery box too, but I know what's inside of it. You know? Blood. He'll steal your pup. It could be Shadow Man in there again. You don't even know. Could be Shadow Man in there again. Mystery box all day. Look, I don't think the mystery box is going to lose. I don't think the mystery box is going to lose. I don't think number 2 is going to catch up enough. I don't think number 3 is going to catch up. The Galatech's not going to catch up. This is going to be up here for days, for years. Yeah, no love for like 3 weeks in a row. Maybe I have to do a mandatory retro vaping instead of voting on it again, you know? It could even be a boat. It could be a boat. There could be a boat in here. There could be a boat in here. Well, you know, here's the thing. I'm going to let this go for like another 30 seconds to a minute. But I don't see Mystery Box. I don't see Mystery Box losing this one. Mystery Boxes. Could be anything in there. I don't know what. Number 2. See, that's the thing, Stark. That's the thing. It's a mystery box. It's a mystery box. It's a mystery, you know? Number 2, I try to face all the logos away. So it is a true, like, random mystery. You don't quite know what's what, you know? That's the fun part. That's the fun part. Could be fitties. Could be could be a ban hammer. Just ban Ryan Thornhill. Sorry, Ryan. You voted for the mystery box. You get banned. Dickie Mo. Probably hot dog e-liquid. No, it's the $1,000 bottle of e-liquid with gold in it, you know? Gold. All right, well, I think it's time to end the poll. It's the mystery box. By a mile, the mystery box. So, okay. Off you go. Off you go. And then Galatech. Someday, Galatech. Someday, we're going to have a campaign. Steve-O's going to lead the campaign to get the Galatech vaped. But you guys chose the mystery box. So what's in the mystery box? I don't know if you guys are ready for this. It's just cotton. That's it. It's just cotton. Damn. Are you guys ever going to learn your lesson about the mystery box? But wait, this means something. Wait, this means something. This isn't just cotton. This isn't just cotton. What do we think of when we think of cotton? At least what do I think of when I think of cotton? I think of phrasing. You know, I think of my cotton police phrasing, and that means that we're doing the Council of Vapor Wraith 80-watt squonker, Wraith 80-watt squonker tonight for the retro vaping, because this came courtesy of the phrasing. I don't know if phrasing's here. He might have to catch the replay, but tonight's the night. It just felt like the right night to build the old Wraith squonk crazy. Look at this honker. That is ginormous. Boom. It's basically the Drip Tech DS or TS, but it's an SS. It's the single. Ooh, that's tough. Oh, okay. What's up, Wraith? That door sucks dildos. 18650. There's a squonk bottle here included. I think there's a squonk bottle here included. Does that fit on there, or do I need a hose? Yeah. I need a little tube. I don't have a tube. Unless that is supposed to go in there. I think that's supposed to go in there. Yeah. This just goes in like the tip of a bottle tip. Like the tip of a bottle tip. That just goes in there. There's no, like, hose to attach. And it's spring-loaded like a mug. All right, Wraith. Never got to try one of these. I've heard conflicting opinions about this. I can't believe that. Mad Scientist, that just goes in like normal. But then there's a little Wraithrida for the top. And it's a squonky Wraith. So that means, yeah, we get the honeycomb on the top to prevent spit back. Prevent spit back. This is a dual coil banger. Dual coily banger? Shit. Dude, okay. Let's get a better look at this deck. Dual coil banger. It's just a 2-post. I'm going to need some wide coils. Should we do round wire? Should we do some round wire? Because I don't think I have coils that'll span that distance. I genuinely do not. Maybe some Breeze Tones coils could span that distance. Okay, let me look at these Breeze Tones real quick. I thought Breeze Tones had one set of coils that could span that. Yeah, these. Oh, but it's not going to be nearly enough. I mean, these could go in here. These could go in here, Adam Breeze Tones. This kind of looks like a pain in the ass to build. I'm going to have to stack these leads on top of each other if I don't do round wire. 20 wrap, Shaun of the Dead. 20 wrap, just a good old-fashioned 20 wrap round wire. I used to do those. Fucking things. 20 wrap round wire. If you go back on my YouTube, if you go way back on my YouTube, you'll find the Phenotype L series build video. Okay, so it was this one. 2 of these coils. Hoping those will fit. Except I messed up. I think these are the 1-1s. This is the 1-5. No, maybe I'm wrong. Well, I messed up. I opened 2 Adam Breeze Tones packages, and I don't know which is which now. I think these are going to be the .15s. That's what I'm guessing. These are the .11s, because they're less wraps. Series build. It would have to be a series build. You know, I don't know. Why waste Breeze Tones? What are you saying, Drip Theory? You want me to waste some Drip Theories? You want me to waste some Drip Theories, man? I can do that, too. No, I don't have any, the only Drip Theory coils that I have in my Super Coil pack are these. Are you gonna go? Hang on, you guys. Hang on. Sorry. Hey, you got, hey, hi, hey, hi, hi, hi. I'm sorry. I am actually going to have to end this stream literally right now. And I'm not joking in any way possible. My wife is in a lot of pain right now. It's sort of an excruciating pain to where she can't stand up, she can't sit down, she can't do anything. She wants to go to the doctor. So I'm going to go drive my wife to the doctor. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not really that sorry because my wife is obviously the most important person in the world in my life right now. So I am sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I have to go take care of my wife. I have to take her to the urgent care. She's in a lot of pain. She's doubled over in pain. It's just been getting worse for the last like 2 hours. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm going to take her to the urgent care. So this vlog will be the first vlog that's under 2 hours. You know, we didn't get to do any news, but I'm going to put some links in the description. We'll catch up with the AMA next week, the American Medical Association. They got caught lying about vaping. So I'm really sorry. I love my wife. I love you guys, but I do actually love my wife more, you know, by a lot. So I'm sorry. I'm just going to go down. We're going to take her to the urgent care. I don't think I'm going to come back and stream tonight, but I will come back and patron hangs tonight. Okay? Is that cool with everybody? Okay. I love you guys. Peace out. Here's Dwayne. I love you guys. I really hope she's okay too. I'll update you guys on whatever, YouTube, Twitter, and then that's all. I'm going to take my wife to the urgent care. I love you guys. I'm sorry. But like I said, I do love my wife more, and I'm going to take her. So we're going to say goodbye. I will be back tonight. Yo-yo to my patrons. I'll see you in the hangs. I will most likely see you in the hangs. I'll try to jump in at least the chat from my phone if I can't. But send some good vibes. If you're a praying person, just send some prayers up. I appreciate you guys. I love you. I'm going to take my wife to the urgent care. Let's say goodbye. Shortest vlog of 2025. I love you guys.
I believe I could fly. I believe